Hello, 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 hello. I am here. Sorry, I am late to the replay gang. Shout out to you. Hello, hello, hello. Drop a 1 in the comment section if you can hear me loud and clear in 2025. We are here. Mzansi Unfiltered is here. Okay, I am here by popular demand. Of course, you guys said hello. Where are you? Let us talk. We need to break this down. A very, very short day in court today. But guess what? Guess what? It still gave us a whole lot to talk about. Because guess what? Since court was not in session, we were now stuck listening to Kelly Kumalo, just trying to be relevant because she knows, okay, she understands when the court is not in session. She cannot trend. Nobody's talking about her. So let me make the news. How are you doing today? Drop a 2 in the comment section if you're doing well. If 2025 is starting really well for you, have you drank your water? Because that's what we're going to have to do until the 20th of January. Yeah, I almost said December. 20th of January, 2025. Let me just do a pulse check over here in the comment section. We have 68 people in the room. So shout out to you. Thanks for joining. All right, all right. I see you guys started the chat literally after I posted that I will be here. Let me turn that phone off because we can't be disturbed. Okay, we cannot be disturbed. Today's live is titled "We Listen, We Do Not Judge." Advocate MNISI Selection: the good, the bad, and the in between. Your honest reaction. Some people are happy, some people are not. But at the end of the day, it is Muzi Sevilla. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. I just have some tech stuff I need to do, but you know what? We'll do it together. We'll do it together. First and foremost, let me make sure this mic is where it needs to be. So, have you dropped a 1 that you can hear me? Let me make sure I go in. I need to pin the comment. I need to pin the comment. Mzansi Unfiltered is live. We see you, okay? First, we turn off the phone. There we go. Done. Step 1, turn off the phone. Step 2, let's pin that comment. Let's pin that comment. Where is that comment? Oh my goodness. I just put it up. Do I not know how to use this anymore? Okay. 1 more minute. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Where's the comment? Where's the comment? Okay, while I look for that comment, 94 people in the room. We have Angie first and foremost. She said, I'm not even waiting for you. What is that? What is going on? What is going on? Hold the line. Okay. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. My headphones were picking up the audio that I wanted to play, which is the Honorable Judge Rutter back in session today. Did you guys pick up when he told us? Okay, he said it himself, okay, unprovoked, that there were people that put an appeal for him? Sir, how many cases do you have of people saying you convicted them wrongly? But you know what? Asikolapo. We'll talk about that in another video, okay? We'll talk about, wow, we have a lot to break down. We have a lot to break down. So let me first of all make sure everything is ready, okay? I'm just setting up special sitting. That's the one. Okay, we are there. We are there. Are we there? Are we really, really there? We're in the special sitting. Okay. Woo! Okay. Angie said, I'm going to be right here waiting. Okay. Even though it's not your time, I'm still going to start commenting right away. And she says, I think that was a great decision by Umuzi. Best of luck with your new representation. I like that. There's nothing we can do about Muzi's decision. It's his decision. Guys, the most important thing I also want to mention is, do you guys realize he's behind bars? Do you guys realize the level of the crimes? Where are my words? Do you guys realize what he's being charged with? Not just him, the 5 of them. Did you notice that he was not in the best of moods? It was not a good day. These guys have been there since the last time we saw them. I think it was maybe the 12th. Advocate Ngomezulu passed away on the 10th. So maybe the last time we saw them was on the 11th, if not the 12th. They've been behind there. There were no more road trips coming to Pretoria North High Court. They were now inmates, okay? So there's a lot that he had to process during this time, and he was under duress. He was under duress to make a decision, and he was told it is one, two, three, or four. Pick a number. There's no extra number, there's no outside reference. Also, keep in mind, they have limitations in terms of who they can contact. We don't know the conditions in prison over there. But you know what? I saw your comments about Advocate Tefo. We're also going to talk about that here today. Okay. I'm going to talk about it. And hopefully, we can get some clarity on what just happened. What just happened? I need to find the comment. Somebody left me a comment yesterday. And I was like, what are you talking about? And they left a comment. I'll look for it because I like to read things in verbatism. Gininda taught us things need to be verbatized, okay? We need to verbatize everything and make sure that everything is, copacetic. All right. Noza says, Umlilo. That's right. What big Naz is coming. It's going to be fire in that courtroom. Letty, compliments of the season. Yes, yes, yes. And Modiko says, Umsindo ongaga. It's already loud. Court is done for the day, but it's going to be loud, loud, loud. Until then, we have Clinton. Clinton says, may the truth be revealed and the liars and their lies be exposed in 2025, as the Meyiwa family cannot live in this pain 10 years after their loved ones have been called to rest. Pray for the defense counsel. Those are very, 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 very wise words from Clinton, and I echo them as well. It has been 10 long, brutal years. And the Meyiwa family, they deserve better. They deserve better, and they deserve closure. They deserve answers, and they deserve respect. Yeah, they deserve the respect. And where have you ever seen a court case where the family, the plaintiffs, are going to be the witnesses for the defense, and the state has got no interest in having anything to do with them? Why? Because, let me see. So many statements went missing, and then all of a sudden, Gininda vows profusely that the statements have always been there, even though they were only distributed to the defense October 2024. But you know what? Asikolapo Vusi says, good evening, people. The problem which we are facing here is this judge, Baloyi and Gininda. Already, by the looks of things, this judge has already come up with the judgment. Hey, he hasn't come up with the judgment because he said, listen, somebody better get Ngomezulu's notes. I need to know. Okay. I need some closure. That man left me with more answers than questions, and somebody better do it. It's not an order, Nisi. It's not an order. But can you please do it for me? Can you please do it for me? Because I absolutely need this. He told me that he was going to. Okay, let me stop. Nogobonga can definitely hear me. Okay. Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Compliments, family. We're fearful call this year. That's right. We are here stepping into the line of duty. Compliments of the season, ladies and gentlemen, of Mzansi Unfiltered in the house. That's right. That is us. Titty is here. And she says, guys, do you see Titty's name? Look at Titty's name. I mean, do you see? It has this gold emblem there. It's just so beautiful. If you're asking yourself, why does she get a gold color? It means she's a member of the channel. She's a supporter of the channel, and she's been here. Okay, she's been here for a while. I think it's over 6 months. And Titi, you get a special thank you from me because, first of all, I love the color gold. Look how much it highlights your name. And if you're thinking, you know what, I want to have a star by my name, how do I do it? Go ahead in the description box in this video. There is join and the link there. Go ahead and join. Check us out. Okay, join, support the channel because you already know I bring it to you hot as it happens. But Maga Sandra says, hello, nice to see you back. Guys, I'm so happy to see you guys. I really did miss you during the holidays. I really, really did. Tidi says, I am glad Muzi decided to pick MNISI. Yes, yes, yes. Muzi Sevilla, we support your decision because we are not in your shoes. And that was a tough decision you had to make. Although, the Constitution says you have a right to pick an attorney of your choice. But legal aid says, and easy, it's got to be this four because I'm not paying another attorney to read the entire docket for the next 6 to 12 months. We're not doing that, okay? We have a budget. We have a budget, and the budget is called pick one, two, three, or four. Okay? Pick here or represent yourself. And I remember when Judge Rata said represent yourself. Guys, did you see how timid Moses Sibia was today? Timid. We, members of the jury, were excited to gather again in the comment section. We're happy to see each other. Of course, there's the rogue gang over there in the comment section at the SAP. Sometimes you're like, whoa, how do you even know how to type such a word? Who raised you? Where are you from? But it is what it is. That's why we gather here on Mzansi Unfiltered, a very, very safe space. And if you're saying to yourself, why can't I comment? I want to comment. I want to express myself like the other people. This comment section is strictly reserved for subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber to the channel, I got you. This is the day that you subscribe to the channel, okay? It's absolutely free. It is anonymous, and you get to join the family. You sit with us and you say a word or two, or keep quiet. It's entirely up to you, but you're absolutely welcome. So help us meet our goal for 2025, which is what? 100,000 subscribers. We can do it. I know we can. Godfrey says, I was so surprised when he said that. I even asked, how many appeals are out there? Yes, sir, because I'm about to search those two up. And why? The only reason you're bringing them up is because they dropped them. And you have the audacity to say it was after 12 years that they put in the appeal. Sir, money, 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 money. I feel like I need to speak about this to all the people in the comment section that said, I wanted him to choose a white lawyer. I wanted him to choose Mlungu wetu. I wanted him to choose so and so. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to put your money where your mouth is. Who was going to pay for your wishes? If you pay, no problem. Go ahead. Go to the court, let the court know I need to talk to Muzi Sevilla. I'm going to be a very, 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 very generous sponsor. But legal aid set the tone and they made it very clear because legal aid said, oh no, we will not pay Ngome Zulu. No, no, we don't care. If he did the work within the trial, we don't know him. We're not paying you, sir. Ngome Zulu said, no problem. I'm still continuing because I'm a passionate advocate. I believe in the people. I'm going to do this. And he did it until the very end. But Muzi Sevilla is behind bars and is faced with the consequences of, hey, I need new legal representation. What's the best decision I can make? And I need to make this decision super fast because Judge Rata needs to go away on holidays and everybody wants to go. Everybody's tired and everything is on my shoulders. I have to make a decision. I got it, and it has to be in Zulu. I have to, and no one is explaining this really well for me. And I have to, guys, have you been in such a position where you have to make a decision that's about your life? Not what am I going to eat for bread? What did I just say? Not what am I going to eat for breakfast? No. Not should I pay for internet or should I call an Uber? No. Do you guys know how much a criminal uh, trial costs? Maybe we should start there. So, in conclusion, no, there is no Mlungu where to coming to represent Muzi Sevilla because legal aid said pick between Uramasipili, Nisi, Ngumalo, or Umshololo, and they put a full stop. There was no addendum, there was no maybe, and it was also you gotta decide before Friday because we're going on holiday. Can you see how much pressure he was under? He was under a lot of pressure. And then after that, you go back to a prison and sit there through Christmas. You don't get to see your family. You don't get to spend your family. It's another Christmas behind bars. Oh my goodness. And then New Year comes along. You're still behind bars, but you're holding on. You're holding on until the 8th of January, 2024, when you have to come and make your announcement. Don't you guys think it's highly impressive that nobody knew that it was going to be MNISI? Huh? I think, wow, okay, they're running a very, very tight ship, and that's the way I like it. Listen, I'm not a fan of revealing stuff, and there's stuff that I do know. There's stuff that I do know, but I will never jeopardize the case. I will never put out the information for the likes of views and likes on my channel. I will never do that. But you can count on me. Once it is said in court, we'll be right here. I'll sing really loud. Okay. I'll even post 10, 15 videos if you want. But before it is, I'm such a huge fan of, come on now, don't show your cards. And I love it. Nisi walked in, even when he walked in, okay? He walked in, everybody sat down. Nisi took the mic and said, "Hello, my lord. You look so bubbly today. How are you doing today?" You know, even then we didn't know he is going to be the representative, even in that moment. But it is when he said, "We gotta go to chambers." And my lord said, why? Baloi, help! Baloi, please! Can you object like you normally do? Can you do your squats? Over there on the YouTube, they call you king of squats. What are you doing not objecting? Baloi gets up. We are surely going to go to chambers, my lord. And I love that as well. I am a huge, listen, I'm a content creator. I'm a YouTuber. I need them to talk and give me the drama, okay, so that I can do my videos. One of my um, one of the painful things I'm going to miss about Ngomezulu, I knew Ngomezulu opens his mouth in 5 minutes, I've got a video. Ngomezulu says a sentence, 5 minutes, I've got a video. I can spin it really well. I can get the views. The people will be laughing. But these are real life matters. Don't talk about medical stuff on the record. We don't need to know that. That's personal information. Whatever it is they had to talk about in chambers, I respect that. And for that reason, Nisi stands tall for me. Yes, yes, yes. He's probably 6 foot something, but he really does stand tall. He has my respect and he gets a standing ovation from me because he's not about, let me just put it all here on the record. Probably what he had to say, he wanted to introduce himself in a safe space because we know you YouTubers. You can take what I said and spin it, laugh about it. But this is a serious trial. I think I've said that word so many times now. But let me do a check in the comment section. It's getting too serious over here. And what are we heading? Hmm. Let's see. Where were we in these comments? Happy says, Chop Nisi again to the stand. Someone is going to have a bad 2025. Listen, Happy. All I know is Gininda said, what do you mean? That was not the plan. I, I was tortured by Mnisi verbally. That man made me go and get the warrant statements. I go and get the statements from all these police stations all over the country that we don't have to follow one specific method. I bring them to court. I try to start the session myself. I try to lead myself as the witness and tell him, listen, I got the paperwork. And Mnisi says, what are you doing? What 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 are you doing? If you want to bring up anything, you would bring it up with Baloi. But for now, this is the questions we're going to do today. Listen, I'm excited. If you haven't already figured it out, I'm excited. Nisi gets round two with Gininda. Let me tell you, Gininda, it's going to be on fire. Okay. I suggest. This is my recommendation to you. Okay. I don't have any legal say in the matter, but my recommendation to you, use your time with Shololo as a practice session. Follow her instructions as she gave them to you. Just go ahead, she asks a question, you answer. Try to keep it brief. Don't go on a long winding. If she needs to clarify, she will ask you. But don't do it. Don't do it, Gininda. Practice, practice, practice. It will help you. It will help you. Because let me tell you, Niece is going to bury you 24 feet under or somewhere there. Or are we now at 30? I don't know. But yeah, it's, I can't even believe it. So let's talk about it. Why did Muzi Sevilla pick Advocate Nisi? Why? He said, you know what? Ramasabili, you know what? We've already been together. Thanks, but no thanks. Nisi, you know what? Nisi could handle Gininda. He gave that man a run for his money. he could do it. I know I want Ngomezulu, but we cannot raise Ngomezulu from the dead. I gotta do it. I gotta pick somebody, and I can only pick one. Ngumalo, he's coming along. He's warming up. But you know what? We're not yet there. We're not there yet. Shalalo. Man, Shalalo is fire. This is a tough one. Let me pick. Shalalo. MNISI. What is it going to be? Who is going to be the best representation? Listen, I'm the one who wrote the confessions, okay? Allegedly. And these people be trying to say it was free and fair. I've been trying to tell them it wasn't, okay? I was under a lot of duress. I had to write it. I had to do it. I had to. But now I don't want to, okay? I don't want to. I want to get out of this. Who's the best person who can get me out? I need a talker. Okay, I need a talker. I need someone with fire and I need someone with action. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Mnisi Wemvula. So hello. Congratulations, Mnisi Wemvula. You got picked. I'm surprised that you accepted. For me, that was a surprise. That was a surprise because hello. Someone said in the comment section, why would you be surprised that Nisi accepted? Why would you compare 636 to the solitary confinement case? Those are two different beasts. Focus, okay? Focus. When you type your comments, you got focus, okay? Nisi obviously was talking about the workload. Hello. Guess what else Nisi was talking about? The dollar bills. Because solitary confinement, guess who could not pay him? It always goes back to money, guys. Okay? We might not say it out loud, but it always goes back to money. He was going to work on the solitary confinement, and Umnisi loves his job, you can tell. He loves his job. He's passionate about defense. I mean, the guy switched from being a state prosecutor to a criminal defense lawyer. Okay? And then he said, you know what? He said, you know what? I'm going to do away with the cushion and the comforts of being a state employee. I mean, Baloy can write a whole summary of how great that is. Um, but Nisi said, I'm going to take my chances. I want to use my skills and I want to be passionate at what I do. And you can see the passion in it. But he said, I can't. Accused number 3 sounds like he's losing it sometimes. That thing has already got to his mind. I can't take on another case because I'm going to have to do it pro bono. And there's a lot of work involved there. And there's a lot of big guys. Listen, if I'm about to go against some big guys, there better be some money for me. So I don't know. That's just my assumption, okay? But guess what? Legal aid said, oh, we're going to pay. Nisi said, say no more. You want me? No more. Not a problem. We'll do this. We'll make it work, okay? I'm just kidding, guys. That is my assessment. But hey, let's talk about accused number 3. He said, hello, new year, new me. Okay. New year, new me. I can't do anything about my height, but I can surely grow back my dreadlocks. What are you doing? Accused number. What are you doing? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to show Gininda that your hair can grow back and then you can style it back to what it was in the photo of Exhibit and Don Donny? Come on now. And he said, you know what? It's not just going to be my hair. I also want to have a cute Nyana mustache. I'm like, cameraman, what is wrong with you? Can you zoom in? We need to see this up close and clear. What is this man trying to do? New year, new me? No, sir. You better get rid of that before your next appearance. We're not going to deal with the drama. We're not going to deal with the drama because when Uzandi Kumalo or whoever comes back on the stand, Kelly Kumalo, and then they point you out and you have those dreadlocks, we can't help you. Okay, can't help you. But anyway, let me continue these comments. Let me continue these comments. How you guys doing? Drop a 3 in the comment section if you are still with us. Hello, hello, Nagubonga. Muzi made a good choice. There we go. Muzi made a good choice based on his circumstances, whether you like it or not. He did. I agree with you 100%. Season's greeting. Lindeni. Yes, yes, yes. Nomzamo. I wonder why the court always talks about appeals. Because problematic, maybe. I don't know. Hello, hello, hello. Tando says, let me move this mic. How can I get this mic? You guys forgive me if I take a sip. Let me take a good sip. I forgot to mute the mic, but it is what it is. Um, it's all that talking. It's all that talking. Somebody has to come up and, you know, help me get chatty. Less chatty, that is. Tommy, I'm at work. A notification on my phone came when I was busy, but now everything can wait. Okay, that's right. It's a new year. They just gotta know we're not yet there. Maybe next week the workload will start to get done really, really well. We need to pray for MNISI Wemvula. 100%. 100%. I agree with you. There's this comment as well that I got that I want to read while we're talking about prayer. Let me find it. Here's the comment, and the comment says, "Hello, Mzansi Unfiltered gang gang. For me, outside of having a new representation, I'm happy that Sibia chose Umnisi Wemvula. It's going to rain fire for Gininda. One thing about God, He makes all things to work together for good. They thought they are pressuring Sevilla, but they didn't know they were giving Nisi another chance. And this time, he is going to close the show. I'm looking forward to it. An advocate, therefore, is now out of prison and he can help the defense without any limitations. God is good. Continue to rest in peace, Lagadla, and justice for Senzo Meyiwa. Listen, this comment I said, you said it all well. You summed it up all well. This is excellent. So I absolutely love it. I love that comment so much. I just had to read it again to the family, okay? And Tando, you're hilarious. Don't tell your boss, okay? But make sure you share the video with your colleagues so they also join in. But they mustn't tell the boss what we're doing right now. We are here live on Mzansi Unfiltered. Thanks for joining, guys. I absolutely love it when you do join us. JJ, hey Mzansi Unfiltered. I hope Advocate Nisi will do a thorough job with Muzi. I was advocating for him to select a new advocate who would revisit the previous testimonies of the witnesses. Yes, 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 but who's going to pay for it? Who's going to pay for it? Legal aid said, "Your wish is not my command." Okay? Peppercorn says you've got mixed feelings, and that's okay. That's okay. But I want to make sure that, at the end of this live, we all walk away having learned something or appreciate something. But definitely, we listen, we don't judge. Okay. CD says that gold makes me feel like gold itself, my love. You see, it's a great feeling. Join the channel. Come on now. I have a special something I'm gonna announce later, but I'm not on this video because I'm trying to stay within the live space for an hour. I'm trying to not get to 3 hours. We're not doing that today. Bafana says my first live. Your first live here. Welcome, Bafana. You are definitely welcome here. It's also my first live of 2025. So it's a first of many. Make sure you take your seat. Make sure you join us next time and you know how to find us. Nogubonga says Gininda must be fuming wherever he is, thinking that he was done with Umnisi. Listen, I know. Me too. I laughed. I was like, oh, Gininda. I know. You probably thought, okay, Komisolo's not going to cross examine me. Let me just get through Mshalala and then I'm done with this. But guess what? Nisi 2.0. Ooh. Peppercorn says Gininda must fall. He must fall into the pits of telling us what exactly happened and how he investigated. Because there's so many unanswered answers. So I hope he used the time in the holidays to actually investigate the case and come back with, more answers, meat for us to hold on to. At the end of the day, we're seeking justice for Senzo Meyiwa. And if he says it's the five accused, not a problem. Just give us the evidence, okay? We'll support you. You'll see how fast I'll switch my song on this channel. You'll see how fast I'll switch. Show me the evidence. We follow the evidence, okay? Without evidence, I'm sorry, okay? Innocent until proven guilty. Gininda will definitely have a bad year, says Karabo. Next comment says this case needs to be a series and be played on Netflix. I know that's right. Unfiltered. Thanks, Caravo. Timid indeed. Oh, yeah, he was. He was. And it really, pulled on my heartstrings because it can't be easy. Can't be easy. Cannot be easy. Um, Peppercorn says Nisi was calling the shots. Listen, Nisi's already calling the shots right now. Hi Blanche. And she says, Mzansi Unfiltered, I am happy that Sevilla chose Advocate Nisi, though I would have been happier if Advocate Nglum. I know why you want Advocate Nglumalo, but we won't say it out loud on the live over here, okay? But I would have been happier if it was Tulele Nglumalo was the one. Why? Because I wanted Gininda to sweat by only seeing Nglumalo for the second time. He's still gonna sweat. One thing we are guaranteed, he's definitely going to sweat. And if he took a break over the holidays, as of today, after the court ended, Gininda started running around. Okay, started running around. I said, no, I'm not going to let Nisi do that to me again. He made me run around like a small boy. I came back with the paperwork and he told me to give it to my lawyer. He don't care about it. Carava says, I'm happy with Advocate Umnisi. Do, 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 do. Therefore, the return. Backdoor is cocoting. That's right. Lulama, hello, channel member. I see you. And she says, I can't wait for Nisi's cross examination. Listen. Ooh, titty. Poo, 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 poo. Love you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you so much. You are absolutely kind. Uh, what a nice way to open up the year. What a nice way to open up the year. Let me take a sip. Let me take a sip. Titty. Oh my goodness. We have 202 people and I'm out here just taking sips. Let me make sure I sing for my money. Where were we? Where were we? Where were we? Oh, I still need to pin this comment. I haven't pinned it. Let me pin it in case somebody wants to join. Give me a second. Give me a second. You see, we're a small channel. I don't have an assistant. So I gotta do it all myself. I gotta read the comments. I gotta talk to you guys. I gotta edit the videos. Good okay? Good. And then I gotta do the research as well. Where is my comment? Where is my comment? That is so funny. I just saw Titty's is that a hippo? That's hilarious. On the computer, it doesn't show up in the same manner. So, how do I do this? How do I do this? Let me type the comment again instead of trying to find it. Paste. I always make a mistake. I always struggle with this. There we go. And then it should appear over here. Here it is. I've got it. And then now I am going to go ahead and pin it. Okay, back to our regular programming. Where were we in the comments? Where were we? Where were we? Where were we? Gininda must fall. Timid. Blanche. I'm happy with Advocate Nisi. Therefore, the return. I can't wait for Nisi's cross examination. And then we have. Oh, we're on a first name basis. Okay, Spongile. Spongile knows more than we do. Charles deserves some Charles glass for this opportunity again. There we go. Charles surely deserves it. Okay. He's got a lot of work for ahead of him. Okay. He has got a lot of work ahead of him. And then our next comment says, I don't know how to pronounce two M's following each other. That's really a tongue twister for me. So I'm just gonna call you Triple M because I see the triple M's. Baloyi must start practicing his squat. There we go. Baloyi must start practicing his squats and prepare a bar stool also for the court. He is going to shed weight this time. You're hilarious. Z says, Simfuna nomsindo wakhe. Ghost lady, you mean me? Here we go. Thank you so much. Karabo says Baloi is shaking like a leaf. Baloi, are you okay? Baloi, Baloi, Baloi. We need to make sure that you are doing great. Okay. It's a good time to start the squats. January is a good time, to begin drinking water, going back to the gym, doing the squats so that, or you can just simply choose to stop doing the objections and let the defense team proceed with their cross examination and get to their points. And then, you know what? There's this time, it's called is it re-examination? Not re-examination. I can't remember. When you get your chance to go back and respond to everything they said, why can't you just write down your notes and wait for that moment? But it is what it is. Cynthia says there was a rumor that Tefo is coming back. He's going to fetch his certificate to stand in court, so it means he didn't get it. Let's talk about rumors. Let's talk about rumors. Let's talk about how I feel about rumors. And let's talk about strategy. I have to look for words. I have to look for words. I don't want to step on any toes. Okay, I'm just a girl. Okay, I'm just a girl. I never have anything. Okay, I don't fight nobody. I'm a huge fan of Don't Reveal Your Cards. Therefore, went through a lot. I can't take that away from him. He was dragged out of court like an animal with a J50 warrant of arrest that was dated January, months and months and months before they decided to drag him in court. They didn't even give him the respect of asking the cameras to be switched off. They could have waited. It's not like Tefo was going to disappear through the underground tunnels. Whichever exit he used to exit the courtroom on that fateful day, they could have grabbed him then. But they made sure it was on live TV. They made sure because they were sending out a message, okay? And they made sure that everybody knows this is the end. Okay, we're following through with the Ganiwane. Okay, because we're them gulliguters of all times. Okay, we do as we please. We do not care. We're gonna drag this man out of here. We don't even care. He's wearing a coat, attorney coat. We do not care. Okay, we're dragging him out of here. We're not even giving him time. I think Advocate Mshololo had to pack up his things and pull his bag. Like guys, that was a terrible sight. Imagine being his wife and watching that play out on national TV. Imagine the shame in her communities. Imagine his children and their teachers. That was a humiliation stunt. And then they take him to prison, and then he's gone, and then there's no hearings, and then there's mix ups, and then his family is going through financial struggles. And then God works in mysterious ways. We don't know why, but Nkomenzulu passed away. An advocate therefore came out of prison. I don't know why it had to happen that way, but that's how it happened. And then at Ngomezulu's funeral, it was just so, so good to see Advocate therefore that he had 10 fingers and 10 toes and all his limbs in place, no scarring on his face. It was just good to see. It was like a testament of, I'm here, I'm good. But what we don't see is what internal scars he has, what mental impact that could have had. Listen, I've never been dragged out of a courtroom and thrown in a prison ever. I've never been a policeman and then turned an advocate, and then now the very police are dragging me out of the room. Advocate Tefo was in a unique position because he knows how everything plays out. He knows how it plays out as an advocate. He knows how everything plays out as an attorney. And he was seeing, as a policeman, and he was seeing the injustices happen, and there was nothing he could do. Nothing he could do. If I remember, they might have been trying to raise funds for his legal representation. Again, money talks, guys. And then he comes out of court, December. He's got a lot to do. He's got to see his family. He's got to see his wife. His children have probably grown up from the last time he saw them. I I don't know. Okay. I don't know. There's probably things that need to be done, things that need to be taken care of. And then there's the disbarment. And then there's his own charges, whatever they are. If they're still there, we don't know if they were dropped or whatever it is. I don't know that much about him or what happened after he was released. I know I'm very, very, very happy that he is out of prison. Remember, he's out on prison on bail. He's not, his charges haven't been dropped. So he also needs to build his own defense for his own Don Donnies over there. Who, when did he get the time to rush through all that and then be ready to be in court today at 8 o'clock? Come on, guys. Come on. Let me find that comment. That comment shocked me. When did he have the time to do all this? He must be a miracle worker. I've done a few videos. I respectfully avoided giving my honest commentary on Advocate Tefo when he was in court the first time. Why? Because what was the point? What was the point of me just running my mouth? What was the point? He's behind bars. He's facing his own monsters over there. What was the point? But if you go back to those videos, and maybe I'll go back, maybe I won't. We'll see. We'll see. That's not the focus right now. But drop a 4 in the comment section if you thought Advocate Devil was going to be in court today. I want to see your face. Why would he be in court today? When would he have had the time to go and see Muzi Sevilla and present himself and offer his services? It's only been, let me pull out the calendar. But you know what? What do I know? What do I know? I'm just a layman. I don't work with rumors. I don't work with third party hearsay. And I certainly, because this comment said, can you please do a video and talk about Advocate Tefo? It was like a grocery list. And I was like, where is all this coming from? If it is not said in public, if it is not read aloud, but to me it's a rumor and I can't prove it. Because if I'm dragged into court, what am I going to say? No, the comment section told me this. What am I cannot work on hearsay. In the comment section, I did a video yesterday. I was reacting to a comment. And because the comment made sense. And the comment said, wait a minute. Why did the DNA expert exclude everybody in the house? I think that comment was brilliant. I think that comment highlighted, what's it called? A certain level of intelligence. Like, we skipped that part. Like, how does the DNA evidence exclude every single person in the house except Zandi and her bottle over there and her DNA only appearing on the bottle? How do you exclude everybody? Because there were certainly 3 males and they should have marked one box in one region. But hey, I'm not an expert, okay? I'm not an expert. You see, I made a whole video on that and I did it because it made sense to me. I'm not going to make videos on rumors. Did you see what Kelly Kumalo did? No, I make videos. If Kelly Kumalo speaks and says XYZ, I'll make a video and I'll show you she said XYZ. And then we can't argue about it. I can't make videos on rumors. So please know that about Mzansi Unfiltered. We listen, we don't judge. Let me continue comment section. Cynthia, thanks for taking me down that path. So in conclusion, Advocate Tefo. I did a poll this morning as well. I said, guys, who is it going to be? I made it so simple. I said, is it going to be Ramasipeli? Is it going to be MNISI? Is it going to be Ngumalo? Or is it going to be Mshololo? I even followed the sequence that they sit in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't add any extra names. Comment section. Tefo. What is going on? Guys, who was going to pay Tefo? Who's going to pay him? He just got out of prison. Legal aid said 1, 2, 3, or 4. There's no addendum there. And even if he was going to do it pro bono, it was going to be so. Listen, the showmanship is going to be amazing. Listen, I was going to create amazing videos from Tefo in court, okay? When he's doing his defense, listen, I was going to enjoy it. But we've got to be logical as well and realistic. He just got out of prison. There's a lot he's got to do. What did you say? He's going to fetch his certificate to stand in court. All this would be amazing. That all this can be done overnight. You can't even get your passport that fast. I don't know. But let me stay out of other people's business, okay? Because that's not my business. But if I have an opportunity to speak to him, of course I'm going to ask him all the questions you guys want me to ask. And then it's not hearsay evidence, it's one on one, straight up. And I'll put him right here on the channel. So let's continue. Let's continue. That was a long digression. And I said, 2023, 2025, let's not digress. The people don't like it when you talk too much. Hmm. But those are the Mugulugujus that don't like it. Happy says, no chain evidence of payment from Kelly Kumalo. Accused pay the accused. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? They're paying themselves there inside Pagati amongst themselves. Where did accused number 5 get the money? Hmm? SARS, can SARS come to the front of the room, please, and audit all this? We need to know where the money's going. CD says, Nisi enjoys his job. Yes, I agree with you. You can definitely see it in him. Shame, he's tenacious and passionate about it. Listen, and then the judge descended into the arena and said, Can you go and get Ngomezulu's notes? You want to tell Nisi how to do his job? Did you guys see Nisi's facial expression? Nisi paused and was like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's a new year, but if you want me to take you on right here, right now, we can surely do it. You're not going to tell me what to do. And the judge immediately said, it's a suggestion. It's a suggestion. It's a suggestion. It's not a ruling. It's a suggestion. You know what you can do if you really, really wanted those notes? If you really, really wanted those notes, if you really, really wanted those notes as a judge who's seeking justice, knowing Ngomezulu had some vital, vital information, you could have made a ruling to the family. But then again, there's client, what is it called? I almost said client patient, no. Client attorney privilege. That wasn't going to work. So now he's doing the back door and saying, "Hey, Nisi, you go get the paperwork. You go ask his wife. Go ask his wife for the paperwork. I desperately need to know who that secret witness is because we already know Gininda ran up and down. Okay, hospitals searched high and low, came back with a death certificate, ready to read it aloud in court. Shame on you, Gininda. Yeah, Nisi definitely enjoys his job, and he said, "Don't you dare, and don't you dare try to tell me how to do my job." But over here on the YouTube streets, we can make suggestions, we can talk about it, we can react, we can laugh about it, and we can enjoy his presence. But to literally tell him how to conduct his defense, wow. Judge Ryder, you amazed me today. You shocked me. But because Umnisi stands tall and can stand for himself, he immediately said, I'll consider it. Okay, I'll consider it. I'll talk to the family, but I think what's of priority right now is that I actually get the I think he said power of attorney, so we can get things rolling with accused number 1, Umuzi Sibia. Lambert Designs is here. Happy New Year, fam. Happy New Year to you too. And like he says, Judge Rata is enjoying this case. Just hope that this year no witness of the defense will be rest in peace. Hmm. Brigadier. Oh no, I'm not reading the rest of this. I don't want, what are you saying, Lucky? You see, I'm also a huge fan of energy. Okay, and what we put out is what you get back. We can't be saying things like this. We can't be giving anybody ideas. But TD says, I will when they can. I will when they can all grow their hair and lock it. What will you do? What will you do? What will you do? Barbara, channel member, shout out to you. I haven't seen you in a while, Barbara. Hope you are well. Happy New Year. Hello, hello, hello. Channel member. Remember, if you want to become a channel member, you get a shout out, you get a special hello from me, you get emojis, you get some love as well. Okay. I definitely love it when you're subscribed. Absolutely jump up and down when you remember because, it's like, wow, you would join my channel, you would support me. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me. And I truly, truly mean it. It means a lot to me and it encourages me and helps me grow. I'm actually going to do something really special. So I'm going to do that in a separate video. I'll announce it in a separate video. And I hope you guys will support and like it. I think it's 2025. Let's do things different. Let's do nice things. Let's make this Mzansi Unfiltered channel, let's make us have a purpose. Let's not just show up and just have kiki and laughs over here. CD says all the time, God is good, and that's his nature. Those chains on our boys will break soon. Man, did you see Mapisa? I always call him the guest appearance in the courtroom because all he did in this crime. First of all, Gininda couldn't prove if he was paid for anything. Imagine having such charges and you weren't even paid. You weren't even paid, and all you did was be the lookout guy. Now you're in prison. Of course, you're in prison already for donnies and everything else you did, and you are okay, not okay, but you know what you did. Imagine that they tag this along and add it to you, and you're like, no, not me. Did you see his chains? I was like, man, his chains were around his waist. And I just looked at it and I was like, man, I can't imagine what that is like. I can't imagine what that is like. Karabo says, Baloi will wish for superpowers to control everything this year. Thomas says it's a good decision by Sevilla since the Legal Aid Board wanted one of the defense advocates that are already there. 100% agree with you. Is it the right decision? It's the right decision for him based on the conditions he was under. Um, if he had money and connections, maybe he wouldn't even be in prison. Maybe he would have even been granted bail. Maybe he wouldn't have even been part of the 5 accused. I mean, Kelly Kumalo is the mastermind, according to the lead investigator and his inferences. And subsequently, he requested, he drafted the J50 and he handed it to Baloy. And Baloy said, no, this is a prosecutorially led investigation. What are you doing? Who led you down this path? Who told you to do a J50 warrant of arrest for Kelly Kumalo? Why would you do that, Brigadier Gininda? And that hurt Gininda's feelings. Because that's why he talks about it all the time. He wants the world to know that that Baloy refused for the warrant of arrest. But at the same time, come on now, Gininda. You want to arrest Kelly Kumalo based on a photo that is widely available on the internet? And you and Holz and Stein are saying because she made a WhatsApp call twice to accused number 5 in 2014 when WhatsApp itself did not have WhatsApp calls in 2014. Let me help you. Okay? You have time to change this information around. You should have said it was a FaceTime call because those were the only types of calls in that time. How do I know? My family forced me to buy an iPhone so I could join the family group so we could always talk on FaceTime. I know that for a fact without checking dates. That's how I got my first iPhone because my family insisted, and I was like, I'm never gonna pay this much for a phone. I guess crazy. Well, shout out to iPhone 16. It's a cult. Okay, I'm in the cult. I'm in it. Okay, it's iPhone 16. Here we go. But yeah, And when you listen, we don't judge you, Gininda, but we sure as hell are shocked. You can't Half the evidence is just shocking. I mean, if we were to give this as an assignment to grade 5 students, they return to school, I think next week. If we were to give this evidence to grade 5 students, they would laugh. I don't understand why there were no checks and balances in place, just amongst yourself in the cold case unit. It's just incredible. But you know what? That's my 2 cents. Thomas says, yeah, so legal aid said, if you want us to pay, this is what you're gonna do. That's it. That is all. Um, Next comment says, oh my goodness, what is going on? Baloi is going to unalive his traditional healer for allowing MNISI to have a second bite on the cherry. Allegedly, okay? But yes, can you imagine MNISI? Like, how many times as an advocate can you say, I got to cross examine the witness again? And I didn't even have to put in an application. I didn't even have to put in an application. We didn't even have to do arguments, but it's happening. And that's how God works. God works in mysterious ways. Um, Next comment says, "Hi guys, I'm happy for Umnisi. I'm happy because I'm also happy for his uncle, and I'm happy for his uncle's wallet, and I'm happy for his family because now he gets legal representation without them worrying about how are we going to pay next month. Can you guys imagine the tremendous amount? And first of all, shout out to the uncle. Shout out to the uncle. He did what he could for Mshanawami, He did it. Shout out to him. I don't have an uncle like that. Do I? I don't have it. Do you guys have an uncle who will pay your criminal charge fees indefinitely? Because the SENZO MEYIWA trial is going on and on and on and on and on. Let me know in the comment section if you have that uncle. If you do, wow, you are highly blessed and highly favored. Drop a 6 in the comment section if you have that kind of uncle. Shout out to Uncle Sibia. Mzansi Unfiltered family. Hello. Lulama says, thank you, Titty. Yes, Titty. Thank you. Dimilang. Hi, Charlotte. I remember your comments from today. Cheers, Titty. Thank you so much. Sebenzile says, "Kusazoshuva lapha karata." Eish, it's gonna be something. It's going down. It's already gone down. Do you think they caught some sleep today? Why did Judge Retter refuse to go to chambers? That's all I need to know. I just need him to tell me what, sir. Did you have some gorilla glue on that seat? He did not want to go to chambers. And the cameraman said, "Uh-oh, I'm not showing you guys, Ashley. We're not doing that. I'm not showing you Ashley. I'm not showing you if he's in the room. But you know what? Sikolapo. Titi says, my pleasure to Lulama. Zik says, Baloi uvugelwe sisporo. I don't understand the last word. No Kubonga says, maybe with the LLB in the pipeline, he will discuss. Oh, no, please, no. Please don't wish that upon us. You guys know I have to edit those videos, which means I gotta listen to him over and over again. Sometimes I need a break. Zozo, hello. Welcome. Zozo says, shame Gininda must answer the money trail. The Muzi. Ooh. That's an interesting point. That is an interesting point. 1 second. I need to. Gininda must answer the money trail. Gamuzi. The fire brigade are needed. It's gonna be something. I don't know how it's going to go down. I cannot predict. I don't have a crystal ball. I just know it's bad. I just know it. I don't know. There's got to be some ground rules. I feel there's got to be some ground rules, and I think they've got to have some safe words because it's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be so bad in that courtroom. Um, it is going to be so bad. Woo. I don't know. Um, Nagubonga says, Mr. Subsequently must learn new words by now. He's going to tell us that I've already dealt with that. I've already dealt with that. Every time he says that, I cringe. The audacity, the arrogance. So just answer the question. Okay, just answer the question. We do not care. You're about to really already deal with it. You're about to, I already dealt with this. And Mr. MNISI said that I wasn't an expert. And then Mumalu says, did I say that to you? No, no, it wasn't you. Okay, in all fairness, it wasn't you. It wasn't Nisi. Careful what you say, Brigadier Bangani Nicholas Gininda. Because guess who's coming back? It's hilarious, guys. It is absolutely hilarious. And then um G says, compliments of the new year, the unfiltered family. It is nice to be here. Big ups to Umnisi. Manikiniki. Lagala is definitely not sleeping. He is at work. Your spirit is here. Go to. Oh, and we miss you already. We miss you already. But Nisi is carrying the torch forward. Nisi is carrying the torch forward. Karabo says his LLB stands for something else. How about lies, lies, and betrayal? We still don't have the official, I think it was UNISA's schedule, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Hello, Belta. Next comment, Clinton, still in the house. Thanks for joining. Clinton says, intimidation tactics. That's how those in charge used to spread fear. But Tefo is still standing. And he's standing. Like, listen, I would have crumbled. I'm not that strong. Okay. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. I can't do it. Can't do the things that they do. Okay. Wow. It's incredible. So I'm gonna stay right here behind my mic, okay? And say what I can. Allegedly. Titi says they really did a great job to drag and humiliate therefore. It was bad. He needs a serious counseling before committing himself with this job. Listen, he should deal with all that are involved. Yes, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I think I must have digressed and didn't cover this part. I cannot speak for Advocate Therefore, ever. But from the outside looking in, there's got to be some work that needs to be done. Um, like reintegration back into society. I don't know. I don't know the words. Um, I know that I wouldn't jump out of a cell, but I'm not Nelson Mandela either. Okay, I'm not a matter like that. I wouldn't jump out of jail and jump into another case, and then I also have my own case over there, and then I've got to defend these guys with everything I've got because that's what the five accused need. They need someone who's there to represent their interests. And I think that we mustn't lose focus of that. I'm not against advocate, therefore, representing the five accused. I'm not against him being a watching brief. I'm not against him assisting the defense. I mean, what did Ramasipili tell us? Ramasipili told us if there was an advocate, therefore, there wasn't going to be advocate Rams, and there certainly wasn't going to be Ungo Mezulu in terms of the SENZO MEYIWA trial. But is he ready? Is he ready to represent the five accused in their interests? In their interests. And then I think there was a comment that said he's going to represent the four accused like before. How does that work? Hey, Ramasipili, Nisi Ngumalo. I'm back. I'm back with a bang. Thanks for everything. Have a nice day. And then I imagine Ngumalo, Nisi, and uh, Rams Ngumalo Nisi saying, "Oh, welcome back. Thanks so much for coming back. Thank you so much for coming back. But you know what? This is too much work for us. You know what? We got to go back to our practices. We got to go back to our life. We got to go back to our life. Go ahead, take it on. This is not a sack of potatoes that just gets passed around. First of all, the four accused have to agree that that's what they want. Anyway, let me stay out of other people's business. Let me stay out of other people's business. But I don't know. It just didn't make sense to me. And you will notice if you left those comments, I never responded. So it's just like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say to this? Advocate, therefore, just got out of prison. I haven't seen a single video of him. Um, Long story short, I was watching a video yesterday of Twitch's wife. If you don't know who it is, that's okay. Just listen to the story. Twitch's wife, she comes out. Um, in 2022, he unalived himself suddenly, and the world was shocked. And then she came out yesterday, and she goes, "Oh my God, my husband, my husband. After we buried him, it was so sad. And then when we buried him, um, so I wrote a book. I was like, oh, okay, that's why you're here. Yeah, and then I took off my ring, and then she tells us why she sends us down this emotional blackmailing story about why she took off her wedding ring, and we're also following the story. We're emotional, and then she ends it with, "And then I've met my new love." Oh, shut up! Like why? Oh, there's a lot of work involved, but guess what? It came out of her mouth. She said it herself, and I was like, "Oh, you're just out here telling your story because now you have a new boyfriend and you just don't want rumors to start. So you're controlling the story." I say all this to say I haven't seen an interview of Advocate Tefo. If you have, please send it to me and I'll watch it. And you already know I will do a reaction video. Let's continue on. And I absolutely wish him the best, and I wish him all the healing. I wish all the charges are dropped. I wish only the best for him. He does not deserve what happened to him. Next caller. Lulama says they wanted to humiliate him. They did. And they did. They surely did. Godfrey, is it true? It's as if. Godfrey, did you just join the live? Is it true about these comments were everywhere in my comment section? Is it true about therefore getting certificate of good standing? And if it's true, what does it mean for him going forward? Advocate therefore to the front of the room. Advocate therefore to the front of the room. Well, the people have questions. The people have questions. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the answers. I don't know. But I don't know. That's all I can say. I don't know. I'm hearing it from you, Godfrey, and the 650 other comments in the comment section about it. The reason I'm addressing it, normally I don't address. It's like one, two, three people. I kind of let it slide. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. Nobody knows. It's only 3 comments. Because, I get a lot of comments. Nobody's going to ask again. But when it's a lot of comments, same thing over and over again, I kind of got to, for the integrity of my channel, I have to respond. That's why I'm addressing it, and I'm only addressing it in the live. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Thank you. The best option for advocate, therefore, is to ascend the court podium. Is when Ramasipili can give the powers of attorney to him to represent accused number 2. As we all know, that Ramasipili is not yet an advocate. Now you're gonna make me talk about it. You're 100% correct. So yes, I think I've done a video before. Let me see if I can find it. I did it a while ago, which talks about how things work in court, which talks about advocates versus attorneys. which talks about the order of things. So let me make sure I say this correctly. Um, yes, advocate, no, attorney Ramasipili is not an advocate. And I've always avoided saying that in my videos, which is why I always just say Rams. Rams, 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 Rams. I say that on purpose because I was avoiding doing that differentiation and, causing confusion. So, an advocate, my understanding is that an attorney instructs an advocate. An advocate doesn't just rock up and show up. So, screenshot this comment, okay? Save it, and we'll see what happens next. So, let me read it again. The best option for advocate, therefore, is to ascend to the court podium is when Ramasipili can give the powers of attorney to him to represent accused number two. As we all know, that Ramasipili is not yet an advocate. Okay, now I'm going to go back to what you said. To give the powers of attorney. Is that what MNISI was talking about? Because I think MNISI said he's waiting for the powers of attorney. He's waiting for the powers of attorney from who? Because there's a lot. That's why I think they went into chambers. Because I believe there's a lot of, what is it called? Paperwork that has to be done. Because, hello, Mjiago, to the front of the room as well. I mean, there's no paperwork there. There's no, who are you? See, Nis is smart. Nis is like, no one's going to do a video on me and say, who put you there? Who made you accused number one's attorney, advocate? Who placed you? That is why you see Judge Rata address Muzi Sevilla directly. And that is why, although the parenting for me was a little bit condescending, I was like, how old is Moses? Is he not over 18? Does he not have children who are starting university this year? What is going on here? But the judge had to make sure, okay? He also doesn't want to go over there to Bloemfontein courts and they'll be like, how did you allow this to happen? Did Muzi Sevilla say he agreed, or Nisi just showed up in court, rocked up in 2025, brand new year, and he said, "Oh, by the way, I'm also taking on Muzi Sevilla," and then the show goes on. That is why Judge Rata always gets Muzi Sevilla to confirm and say it himself. So thanks so much, Jake, for adding your perspective. Appreciate that. And I absolutely love that. I love legal minds when they come to the front of the room. Charlotte. She says, even if Tefo got his certificate to practice, he's off the case. Legal aid calls the shot. I mean, Charlotte, I need you to say it louder. Louder. Sometimes what we want has to make sense. And I'm going to repeat it again. Money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. And legal aid to date, Gomezulu passed away without ever seeing that check from legal aid for the SENZO MEYIWA trial. Legal aid. I did a video of this then because I was quite shocked. Mr. whoever his name was able to descend and come into the courtroom. He was able to make an immediate decision. They didn't adjourn. Judge Raja said, phone him and tell him to come to court. And he phoned and he came to court and he said, we will pay Muzi Sibia. But you've got to pick. Choose a number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Definitely not out of these 4 numbers. No imaginary numbers, no additional names, no addendums. There was nothing. And you have to make that decision by Friday. He was given 2 days. I remember Muzi standing up and he was like, and then Judge Rata asked him if he spoke to his uncle and says, I don't have a phone. My book with phone numbers is in prison right now. So I actually can't call anyone. Do you guys understand that? I know you guys have smartphones and you guys are connected. I am an inmate. My phone numbers are written down in a book. Do you guys know the last time I wrote down a phone number in a book? Like, technology has made it so easy that even if I bought a new phone, all I got to do is put the two phones side by side and the data is transferred. If I lose my phone, I still got all the information in the cloud. My brain doesn't have anybody's phone number. I don't know anybody's phone number at all, which is sad, if we're being honest. And that is Muzi reality on that day. He had so many decisions to make. He couldn't even call someone to help him make a decision. I don't ever want to be in that position because that's overwhelming. Uh Renee says advocate therefore was a thorn in the flesh of of all the chefs that were busy cooking the recipe of docket 637 636, I think is what you wanted to say. Dimple, hello. She says, is it possible for MNISI to give advocate therefore power of attorney to represent accused number one? Skip. Why would he do that? 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 Why? I'm really asking that question. Nisi to the front of the room. Would you do that? I I really want to know if I was an advocate and I was working in a prominent, high profile criminal case and I got to display my advocacy and my brilliance. Do you know how many clients he's probably lined up? How many people have looked him up and decided he's going to represent me for this and that? Unfortunately, we already know they can't take new clients until this is done because that's the law of the court. So I'm going to use Mangena as an example. Do you guys remember the ballistic expert turned, what did he call it? Analyst. Okay. When when it was said that the ballistic expert is coming, remember how excited we were? I was excited. I was very excited because it was Chris Mangena. Come on now. We all know Chris Mangena. He did the Oscar Pistorius case. He was there with the actual door in the court. He was demonstrating. He was doing this and that. That um, highlighted his skill set. It elevated him amongst his peers. I'm not talking about in the SENZO MEYIWA trial. I'm talking about then. He got to be called as an expert in other countries. What did he say? I think he said, was it Senegal? I can't remember. He's called as an expert to other countries because he has that under his belt. That I'm the expert in the Oscar Pistorius trial. Type his name. Google him. His name pulls up every left, right, and center. He's there. Why would I, if I was Umnisi, hand over my client? What did you say? Um, Dimple. Why would I? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? This is a career for these guys. I and maybe I'm selfish. Not that there's anything wrong with advocate. Therefore, I really want to highlight that. I really want to highlight my feedback. I just want to understand when people say some of these things. It okay. I spoke about when people said Tefo comes and then he takes over from everyone. And where's everyone else supposed to go? Where's Mshololo's the only one who's not impacted because her and what's his name? Fisaruche and Tilly are tight as thieves from day one. Those are day one, ride or die. Where's everybody else going? And if they didn't want to be there, guys, do you know that they could have quit by now? They would have handed in their, I don't know the legal term, to their client and say, listen, deuces, I'm out. I'm not representing you anymore. This is too much for me. I need to go back to my regular life. Okay, I'm done being on TV every day. I'm done with the YouTubers talking about me. I want to go back to my quiet space. is a high profile case. I told you earlier. Kelly Kumalo realized, damn, that courtroom, they're not going to be here for the next few days. I need to trend. I need to say something impactful. I need people to talk about me. I need money. Jake says, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that. Jake says, I am adamant that Advocate Tefo was in court today. I am adamant that Advocate Tefo was in court today. Hence, Judge Rata lost his mind when MNISI requested that they convene in chambers. However, without the certificate of good standing, he can't move. Checkmate. You know what? Maybe you're right. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch and see the people in the back. But at the beginning, no, no. At the beginning, the courtroom was very empty, very, very empty because the accused were underground, okay, under the jail, and yeah, and Muzi was still over there at his prison. The man of the hour, the wardens were like, you know what? We don't care. Okay. They're just going to have to wait for us. This is too much for us. We're not supposed to be here. This is a special sitting. Why did anyone ever agree to this? We're going to take our sweet holy time, even though it's about you, Moses Sivia. Can you imagine that? Anyway, so I don't know. Maybe he was there. Maybe you have a point because it does not make sense. Judge Rata said, Chambers, for what? Why? And Nisi didn't even say, I want us to discuss XYZ. No, Nisi said, we'll talk about it in chambers. See, Nisi's my kind of guy. I'm that person. We're not discussing anything in an open platform, ever. What? No. I don't care if I meet you in public on the street in the mall and you start yelling at me, I won't respond. Wait until I can respond. Then you will know. Nope, because you cannot misquote silence. But I like that. I like that suggestion. That's probably why I like that. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. CD says, actually, when they went to chambers, I thought they were going to present Advocate Tefo to the judge and surprise the state. No. I know everybody loves Advocate Tefo. I really do. I really, really do. Which is why I avoided doing my honest video reviews of Advocate Tefo before he was arrested. Because I watched those videos and I was like, hmm, hmm. And I chose not to do those videos because he was arrested. And it was like, what's the point? What's the point? For views and likes? Yeah, not worth it. Um, and the people can tear me apart. We love you, Tefo. But I am also a huge fan of doing things in sequence, in order. Even if he went into court without the certificate, then what? Then get thrown out and humiliated a second time? Because let me tell you something, Judge Rata was not going to hesitate. He was not going to hesitate. Ooh, it was going to be a spectacle. Baloy was going to squat up and down and say, what? Baloy is the same man who allowed Kelly Kumalo's watching brief into court. And then Jiggy Jiggy, 2 days later, he said, she must go. Out. Sorry. Bye. And remember, back then, we didn't even know Kelly Kumalo was the mastermind. Baloy knew, though. Gininda knew. But you know what? Let's move. Let's move. Let's move. Oh my God. Another Tefo comment. Don't worry, Advocate Tefo is preparing himself for Baloy and Gininda to come. And you know what? If he comes fully armored, like he said, the battle is about to begin. I will be there. Believe me, I'll be there and I'll be there to support him. But let's not rush into things and let's not tear down those who are already there and have been doing the work. Like I really want to understand how he's just going to come in and walk in and replace the others. How's that going to work? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I watch too much Miss Rachel and I'm not up to speed on current affairs. But next comment says, "Carabo, viva advocate therefore." There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Titi says, I suspect that they are strategizing to come in. Huh? Okay, I suggest they're strategizing the coming in of advocate. They were probably waiting for financial year, but again, it will still take legal aid to say they want someone who's in legal aid is going to be like, who's going to pay him? Who's going to pay him? But at the same time, if you are someone who is devoted to a cause. Money doesn't matter to you. We saw that with Advocate Ngome Zulu. He still took the case. He still took the case. Why? Because you're passionate, and when you're passionate about your job, you give it your all. You give yourself to it. I don't know that Advocate therefore is ready. That's my only fight in the chat. That's my only battle. I don't see it. If I was behind bars and I had to pick, I wouldn't pick him for now. I need to know that he's not gonna be some days where he's not there. Dan is in the building. I need to know that there not gonna be some days where he's not there because he's got to deal with his own issues. Like I need someone who's going to represent me and get me out of jail. Get me out of this. That's what I feel. Um TD is acting dimple. Poor Judge Fagazile. He was trying to be nice. Compliments of the new season, says Cavello. I still maintain Ungomezulu has made provisions for what he wanted to put to Gininda to come out eventually with MNISI. Hurricane Katrina is coming. Watch this space. We are watching. We are watching. Karamo, you're hilarious. Hi, family. Dan, your device is not yet connected. I'm so excited to see you in the chat. I definitely want to hear what you have to say on this topic. Advocate, therefore. Come on in. Jake, Titi says, Jake, knowing therefore he may have been there already. He's boiling hot for the state. He's paid that time. You don't get to throw me behind. But, I get that. I really get that passion. I really do. But I also don't want him thrown back in jail. And I also don't want him humiliated. I don't. I honestly don't. Sadie, oh no, I meant I wish. Oh no, I meant I wish not with the boys could all grow hair and lock it. Queen Bee. What is going on? I am expecting. There's a weather forecast, guys, and it says from Queen Bee, she says, I'm expecting heavy rain as Umnisi will do his round 2 at the Tavern Court. It's going to be pouring, okay? It's going to be level 8. There's already a weather warning, okay? Thunderstorm, everything. Make sure you have an umbrella, Gininda. Make sure you have an umbrella. It's going to rain cats and dogs. Uh, Myliana says, I think Sevilla should have got another lawyer, maybe to improve the standard. Next caller. Molweni nonke. Okay, let's go back to your comment. Okay, I've processed it. I took time to process it. Okay, who was going to pay for this other lawyer? Please let me know who was going to pay for this other lawyer in rands. Who was going to pay? It's one thing for us to want him to get another lawyer, but the reality is who was going to pay? Next caller. Gushle says, this is exactly what I wanted to see. Umnisi taking Mgomezulu's position to represent Sevilla. Happy New Year to you all. Cape Town is in the house. Gushle comes in and says, this is it. This is how we roll. This is what we like. Cape Town weather. Next comment, evening and compliments of the new season. I'm a little behind, but I wanted to listen from scratch. Woo! More explosions are definitely in store. Come on in, catch up. Ignacia says, did you hear Rata remind Nisi that before he starts his cross-examination, don't forget to go back to Gininda. Okay, you've got to go back to Gininda and you must ask him those are standing documents he promised to bring. Yes, yes, yes. I absolutely loved it. Why? Because that was a bone of contention between Gininda and Umnisi. And you know what? I remember that moment. It was Gininda's fault. Gininda, stop leading yourself. Okay? This is what you do. You get to court. I mean, I shouldn't have to tell you this. You're a lead investigating officer, senior brigadier, highly decorated. I shouldn't have to tell you this, but it is what it is on these YouTube streets. You got to do the job. Gininda, when you arrive in court on the 20th of January 2025, you take a seat or you stand, whichever it is, Judge Rata is not too picky whether you sit or stand. You take your oath, you wait for a question, especially if it's MNISI, especially if it's Msholo. You wait for a question, you listen. Okay, don't judge the question. You listen, you don't judge. Okay, you listen to the question, you allow the interpreter to interpret if you want a moment to think, and then you answer the question. Let me tell you this crucial information you need to know. You have three options when you're on that stand: agree, deny, or ignore. You don't have to answer every question. You don't have to have an answer for everything. It's not multiple choice, okay? It's not multiple choice. If you don't know the answer, say, I don't know. I don't know if my pizza was paid for the job. Why would you ask me that question, even though I'm the lead investigator? But why would you ask me that? Now I gotta go read Makaleni's statement and I gotta read Sfiso Zulu's statement. I gotta go read all these things, but I don't know. I don't know if he was paid. I just made inferences and insinuations, and now you're asking me tough questions. Just say you don't know, and then we move on. That's it. That's my advice to the brigadier. But let's keep moving. um, Bafana says compliments. Let's remind Valoy and Rata that without Kelly in prison, there is no strong case against the five accused. Without Kelly in prison, there is no strong case amongst the five accused. Kelly can't get to prison. Kelly being out of prison is actually good for the five accused. It shows they don't have proof about anything with Kelly Kumalo, so they got to drop all the Kelly Kumalo being the mastermind. And once they drop Kelly Kumalo being the mastermind, there were no intruders. I'm holding on to the words of the DNA expert, the suspects in the house. Suspects? The suspects. That's the right. That's the right terminology for the people in the house, not the five accused. But Level says, I'm scared from Nisi shame. Don't put out negative energy. There is strength in positivity. And look at Nisi. Does he look like he cannot handle the job? Come on now. Have you not been watching this case? Have you not followed Nisi's cross examination of Gininda? Forget Nisi's cross examination of Gininda. Did you not hear Nisi? When Navaloi was leading Gininda in his evidence, did you not see those explosions? I have so many videos on it. This is a good time between now and the 20th to revisit that playlist, and you will see there's nothing to be afraid of. And most importantly, no weapon formed against Mnisi shall prosper. Repeat it after me. Type it in the comment section. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Okay? This is Mzansi Unfiltered. We are not here to play. This is 2025. We do not accept such comments. Nothing to be afraid of. Repeat after me. Muzi made a wise decision based on his wallet and the terms in front of him. Okay? I'm just kidding. Next comment. Muzi could choose Advocate Tefo for representing him. Okay, he surely could choose him, but who was going to pay? Tell me that. Who was going to pay? Ghosties here. Who was going to pay? Present, just signing in. Ghost lady. I love it. I love it so much. Thank you, Owetu. Next comment. Brigadier, look at me. Round two, coming to a neighborhood near you. Admission is free. It's going to be broadcast live, okay? Mzansi Unfiltered, make sure you're subscribed. I'm going to be doing my unfiltered reactions. It's going to go down in that courtroom. Like I said, check the playlist. I must have it. It's called MNISI. I don't know what it's called. But no, it's called Brigadier Gininda, okay? No, it's called something. I don't know. It's there. You'll see it. And on that playlist, you will see the thumbnail. I always had fire in the background representing it's fire, okay? It's fire in that courtroom. And you can blame Advocate Ramasupidi. Shout out to Advocate Ramasupidi, okay? He gave Gininda a run for his money. He gave him a run for his money. Okay, I didn't expect it, but it was lit. Okay. It was lit. Evening Mzansi Insiders. We are inside party within. That's right. CD says apparently Advocate Tefo has opened the case against Baloyi and Gininda. Hearsay evidence. Case against them for what? Dragging him out of court? What is the case against? Punyezo says the accused have to agree first. I don't think it's as easy as that. Exactly. Sometimes the comment section makes things look like they're easy. It's not that easy. I think that accused number 543, they're already friends, okay? They're friends, they chit chat, they sit alone over there. But I'm telling you something, Fisaguhle Tui is not leaving Shololo, okay? He's not, you can forget about that. Him and Shololo, tight as thieves, ironically. Ironically. They're thick as thieves, okay? They're thick as thieves. Day ones. Those two. Watch that space. And I think Shola's doing an amazing job. Shout out to the queen, okay? Shout out to Shololo. I hope she has a great year this year. I hope Judge Rata recognizes her. I hope he stops bullying her. I hopes, I did I say I hopes? Oh my goodness. That's a sign I've been talking for too long. Next comment. Therefore brought these guys in when they started giving him stress. But it's going to be the decision of the accused if they want him back. Yeah. Let's talk about that. Tefo wasn't fired. He quit. No further comment. I hope the Daily Fix has an update about Tefo not being in court tomorrow morning. I will be on it at 5 a.m. Okay. I hope Daily Fix has an update about Tefo not being in court tomorrow morning. Let me drink some water. Next comment. Hi, family. Live from work. Shout out to Dan inside Parati. Next comment. Hi, family. I'm signing the I love the register, guys. I love. You guys, I always tell you, I always love my silent gang, my shy gang. I love them so much. But you know what? Once in a while, come say hi, because then I get to see your name. Hello. And even if you don't want to say anything, you don't want to engage in the conversation, you don't want to be quoted or misquoted, just go ahead and drop an emoji. Drop an emoji. And that's it. And we'll know you're part of the family. Dan says, personally, I'm not mad if Tefo could represent Ramasipili, could replace Ramasipili. Other than that, we must push forward without Tefo respectfully. And I love how you said it, respectfully. But then again, to replace Ramasipili, he wouldn't replace him. He would, because Ramasipili, remember, spoke about this earlier. I don't know if you were here. They could work together. They could work as, a team. Hi, Mzansi. Hello. Uncle Sevilla should demand his. Uncle Sevilla should demand his money back because it was wrong for legal aid not to pay Ngomezulu. Why are they now willing to listen? Uncle Sevilla to the front of the room. Open up a case, civil case, Nyana. Okay, and be like, I notice Mshanawam was not well. Mshanawam is suddenly now all expenses paid. Okay, he's now in an all expenses paid budget. Why was that budget not all expensing? Why was I picking up the tab? I wasn't going to let my Mshanawami suffer, but somebody's got to answer that question. And I don't know if the family has the strength. The family also needs to get Ngomezulu's paycheck. The work was done, and that's all I'm saying. Okay, I'm dropping the mic on that one. The Congo, yes. Mangene, you're talking about Mangene. Yeah, he was up there somewhere deep And he impressed them again. But guess who was also there? Umlungwetu. They were there together, okay? Uh, Don says, yes, you cannot convict the five without Kelly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Titi compliments my brother. I was thinking of you just a few minutes ago when I could not see you here, Dan. Oh, I love it so much when you guys talk amongst each other. Love it. I think Tefo can just assist Nisi behind the scene. Listen, does Nisi look like he'd be looking for assistance? I'm not. I'm just saying. Did you see Nisi's face when the judge tried to assist Nisi today? Nisi's face was listen, listen. Nobody tell me what to do. Okay, it's not gonna happen. But yes, I am not mad at the idea of therefore assisting anyone in the defense team, especially if he has information or a strategy that can assist and highlight the discrepancies in this case. As a watching brief. Next comment. Long time. How are you to the end? Says Dan. Dan is still at work, guys. So let's be silent. Let's not be too loud in the comment section. Charlotte. Jake, even if Tefo was there, he was a spectator. He cannot just take over. These advocates were appointed by legal aid. And I don't see anyone walking away from their cheese. I just don't see it. I would not walk away from the cheese. And maybe that's what I'm basing all of my feedback on. I can stand up here on the record and say I'm never walking away from the cheese. The cheese that's coming from the state? Hell no. The cheese that's flying shalala down, according to Uzandile Kumalo, who thinks that she's using her money and. Anyway, let's not talk about that one. I'm not walking away from the cheese, and I'm not advocating for anyone walking away from the cheese unless, the circumstances call for it. Next comment. I miss my long distance family. We miss you too. DRC. That is where the analyst said he was called. You see? The analyst. He's an analyst, this one. You know what? I want to do like a glossary. Wow. I've been talking for too long. I've been speaking English for too long. The words are now sticking together. I'm embarrassing myself on the internet. I want to do a glossary. Glossary. Is that word coming out right? I want to do a glossary of terms. Because one thing about the SENZO MEYIWA trial, wow, the language there. And you know what? When, I enjoyed this, digress a little bit. I did enjoy my time off, okay? And I was watching vlogs, I was watching other channels. I was enjoying being in these YouTube streets. And then if you go to the comment section, I'm like, I can see my babies. I can see my baby. Oh, I see my babies. Oh, my babies are everywhere. It was just so beautiful to see. And you can see people who watch the SENZO MEYIWA trial and those who don't know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. I would see comments like, I don't know, this one. Like it was hilarious. And I just loved it. So shout out to you guys in the comment section spreading the language. So we should have a glossary of terms. Like I'm at 2000s. The 2000s, they have all this language and you're like, what are they saying? Somebody translate. um Titi says, I am good, my brother. I am glad we are still here in 2025. I trust you are great. That is correct. William says, or is it B major? I'm just going to say Williams. I think the discussions in chamber was regarding Tiago's false practice number. You have brought up an interesting topic. We need that one revisited too. Definitely. Yes. Nisi, don't forget. Nisi, please. Nisi to the front of the room. That is something that was not discussed when the session ended last. I can't remember who was supposed to come back. Who asked the questions about Tiago? Let me know in the comment section down below. And they didn't follow up on it. Gininda was supposed to come back. No, Baloyi was supposed to come back with that in Baloyi. We're waiting. Don't make me do a video on it. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Next comment. Titty and Dan. Titty says thank you, and I'm glad we're all here by our creator's grace. Yes. Some people didn't make it to 2025. No pun intended. Charlotte says, sorry to burst your bubbles, guys. Okay, Charlotte, we're listening. What is it? What is your huge announcement? Ooh, Charlotte. I I'm going to prefix this. Okay, this is my disclaimer. I didn't say it. Okay, Charlotte says, sorry to burst your bubbles, guys. Therefore, is not emotionally stable to handle a case right now. He must handle his own woes. Well said, Charlotte. Charlotte said it, but I think that she said it well. I think that there can only be some emotional things that happen when you get dragged out of a courtroom, when you are a justice of the court or an officer of the court. I can't remember the phrase. I don't know. I don't know. I've never I've never been dragged out of a courtroom before. I've never. And then someone throws you in a cell and then throws away the keys and then they forget to come pick you up for your court appearances and then end. I just think, there's more to that. And as much as we celebrate him, I think that there's some work to be done there. But anyway, Titi says, oh, ooh, ooh, Titi says, I'm gifting 5 memberships, okay, to the Mzansi Unfiltered fan. Thank you, Titi. You know what? This feature always takes me by surprise because I never set it up. I don't have a button to set that up. So I love it so much. And it just shows generosity is in the house. May you be blessed and highly favored. Oh my goodness. Who are you, the five E's? Who are the five E's that came in? Taviso. Oh my goodness. I can't see. And Dan was already there. I'm so happy, guys. Titi, thank you. Titi's growing our family. Dan, of course, says thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Titi. Oh, Gomezulu told them that the state don't have a case. He surely did. You know, there's so many things that Gomezulu said, and people put it in the comments, and every time it's like, I was doing good today. I was doing good. And then now you dropped it in the comment section. There was the comment. It was like, yesterday, I think I read it like 6 times. Wait until Gininda takes the stand. Ah, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Charlotte, tell them Mzansi Unfiltered. Nisi can handle Gininda. He can. Nisi can handle Gininda. Big time. Kudos to Nisi. And I love that he doesn't rush himself. Um, I love that he sticks to the plan. He sticks to the plan. He doesn't get emotional. He also doesn't hold a grudge. Dan is in the building. I'm so excited. Charlotte, pause. I'll come back to that part. Dan! Boo, 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 boo.
Am I live? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Happy New
Oh,
Year.
oh, good. Thank you.
Take the
Appreciate
mic
it.
so I can take the mic so I can have a drink. Oh my gosh.
I got this wireless headphones, so sometimes they don't work so great, and I'm wearing a mask, so I don't know if everyone can hear me so clearly. If you can hear me clear, let me know. If not, then I'll try to make it more audible.
No, I definitely hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Sorry for the background noise. Anyway, I just want to speak on just little issues real quick. Um, regarding, and I didn't catch the proceedings today. I woke up kind of late, like 10 o'clock. You guys this side is like 3 a.m. on my side, so I was still knocked out. But what was it? I'm so sorry. I'm drawing blanks now because I was thinking about catching you before you left, and I just left work myself. So
Oh, I
yeah,
was I
no,
was about to leave. But go on, go
okay.
on. Take your time. Take your
So
time. I can read comments while you gather yourself.
yeah, so the thing about Advocate Tefo. because I'm hearing people doing research online, and according to some due diligence searchers, apparently he's still not registered as or not re-registered as a working advocate or whatnot. So, but that's neither here nor there. My issue is, and listen, I like Tefo. I respect him. I like his how do you say? He's one of those people that have this fearless nature at times, right? And I like and I'm not so much on on the rebellious thing. I like that he stands for truth. Now my issue is this: everyone is saying they'd like to see him come back. I would only like to see Tefo come back as if he can replace Advocate Ramasapili, because I was and listen. I'm still a little angry and hurt behind that week of cross examination by Ram, but he did good, but it was still lackluster to me. Like if I was in Tanzi, I'd be like, bro, man, what did you do for me? Just, I mean, you almost played into this guy's hands with the softball questions, and then you didn't follow up on anything. Every time he changed the subject, you let him take you where he wants you to go. So I wasn't 100% satisfied with Ramasapili, but we've already crossed that bridge. But so if Tefo were to, I mean, I know that's not going to happen. I know Tefo is not going to replace Rams, so I'm not sweating it. Other than that, listen, Tefo, my brother, you left the trial on your own accord. Nobody forced you. Nobody begged you. Um, and this is the worst part about it. You, the judge Malmela is the one that you allowed to annoy you. He annoyed you. You removed yourself. Now you want to come back and tell, and allegedly you're telling Mr. Daily Fix, Advocate Tulu Hayani, that it is your so-called rightful place. Let me tell you something. Your rightful place was in trial number one, and you left. Okay? We don't know what's gonna happen between you and Mshalolo when you come back. We don't know if you two are still having this, because it's clear you didn't get along. Both of you didn't get along. I'm not saying whose fault it was. We could all see what was happening. Okay, but we don't know if you two get along. And also, if the judge Malmela could run you off of a trial this severe, can you imagine what Rata is going to do? Is going to do to Tefo? Yo, Malmela is easily annoyed, and all he has to do is just tell people to sit down and shut up. Tefo wants to leave. Rata is gonna let you speak, and he's gonna humiliate you, make jokes. He's gonna do everything until you want to sit down. Listen, nobody wants to see that because it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly. Even though we don't like Rata, and he's. Sometimes you like to see that little back and forth, and it's like I don't think it's gonna go in Tefo's favor because people don't see him as a credible lawyer. I think he's a credible lawyer because he did a lot for the labor courts against the police. People need to do their research on him, but everything that happened in the last 2 years has made his journey a spectacle. And partially to himself as well. He's partially to blame for that. A part of me feel, and I love Tefo, right? But a part of me feels like some people were correct. I'm sorry, I'm coming into traffic. If you hear a little bit of background noise, some people were correct. A small part of me feels like Tefo kind of made the first trial about himself a little bit. Not fully. I'm not saying he did that. I'm saying a little bit. I mean, he's worried. Like, look, they all deserve respect. All the advocates, they all deserve respect, and but it's like the way he was going about it is like it's almost like as if he thought somebody was gonna chase him and say, "No, don't go, don't go." But he left and then tried to come back. And like, brother, you left. You know. So I don't know. I think he was good enough to ask certain questions in the first trial that Malmela would not let him get off. And I think he's good with his cross-examination. That's why I believe in him. Um, but at the same time, if Mr. Daily Fix and others are sure that Tefo is saying that Kelly pulled the trigger. I heard Tefo say that. I'm sorry for yelling, everybody. If you have to turn down your volume, I'm sorry. I'm walking in traffic. I heard Tefo say in Char One that that someone's gonna come to say Kelly pulled the trigger. Let me tell you something. I was one of those who was caught into that trap. I was like, oh yeah, see, I knew it. Kelly did it. I know she did it.
Mm.
Um, but then when the second trial, when the de novo came, we started us, the intelligible, superior logic, the viewers. We started to see the evidence that would point to that would more so point to a long way. It's still very probable that Kelly did it. It's probable, but according to the evidence that we all saw and heard so far, that the state keeps trying to cook and cook and cook, it wasn't Kelly. So I will not allow. I don't even care if it's Tefo. I won't allow somebody to come and just say, "Oh, Kelly did it." So then, what are you trying to do with Longway? Then you trying to completely abstain him from any wrongdoing? Are you saying he didn't do anything? He didn't come and bring a gun? Are you saying he didn't have a fight with Zandi? Because who are you going to say had a fight with Zandi that Senzo had to come and break up? Are you so there's a lot that's missing. So when people are saying, "Oh, Tefo's going to come and say this and that," listen, it has to make sense. You have to make it make sense. Don't just come and tell me a story. But anyway, so I'm glad he's free from jail because now he can go and support his family. Because I brought tears in my eyes to hear that his family was suffering financially and all of that because he couldn't work. I hate that so much when the kids are suffering. But I'm glad he's out, and I hope he can deal with those that put him in there, like really deal with the corruption. But right now, it is not his place to get back into that courtroom for this trial. He's got more things he's got to focus on. And if he wants to be a help, if he wants to help, there's a lot that he can do, and not from hearsay, but from the things that he saw with his eyes, the documents that were signed by witnesses, and things like that. He can help these defense team with anything they need, statements, witnesses, that kind of stuff. Anything um, into like I don't know, like any kind of applications that they might need, but not to come in there with all eyes and say I'm back. You can't say you're back when no one kicked you out. It doesn't feel right. But anyway, I'm sorry for all of that. That's just my little 2 cents. Like I said, I didn't catch today's proceedings. I'm happy that Moses Sabia chose Advocate Amnisi. To me, Advocate Amnisi is the most competent of all those lawyers that were there. Between him and Ngoma Zulu, Ngoma Zulu was the champion, but
Mm.
Amnisi was the captain. Yeah, that's how it goes. You have a
There's the
champion and you have
shield.
a captain. Yeah, exactly. That's how I see it. So I'm proud of Amnisi. He does a great job. He's fearless. He's everything Ngoma Zulu was. Maybe he's not as smooth, but he wasn't as smooth as Ngoma Zulu, but definitely a sharp, very clever in a good way, all of that.
Mm.
So I'm happy with Sabia's decision. And you know what, and I hope he gets all of those notes and everything that Ngoma Zulu is gonna use. Yeah.
Dan in the building while walking. Thank you so much, Dan. That was awesome feedback. Thank you for coming up because the link has been live, guys, and nobody came. Nobody came until Dan had to leave work, okay, and come tell us, get everything off his chest, okay, because there's a lot that Dan said to unpack, but wow, mostly he's echoing what I've been sharing today. Um, Nothing against Advocate Tefo. Absolutely respect him. Um, but he left. I think people forget that. He left. He wasn't pushed out. He left before he was dragged out. But yeah, that's Dan wrapping up the Tefo conversation in a pretty bow. Tabiso says, thanks for the gifted membership, Titty. Dan says, Rams definitely clocked into work that week. Um, CD says you're most welcome. Nessa is sending us a great emoji there. CD says, show me all the scoops about Tefo. I get them from the Daily Fix channel. Get the scoops and let us know. Let us know. But maybe if you're commenting and then it's scoop, put like a spoon emoji so I know that this is scoop. So that I am not like looking at you sideways like Titty. What's going on? What's going on with Titty? But yeah, let's do that. So let's agree. If you guys are bringing in scoop, bring in the scoop. Bring in the scoop. Sometimes I might, take a scoop of the ice cream, and sometimes I might not. If it makes sense, I'm taking a scoop. If not, uh, I just I can't make sense of the therefore conversation. It just doesn't make logical sense for me. Imagine you at your job right now, and I'm not addressing Titty. Imagine whoever you are at your job, and then someone comes back from prison and says, "Ta-da! I'm back. Guess who's back? It's me." Everybody, sorry, you're losing your jobs because I'm back. Okay, I'm back. And as for you, the five accused, I'm back. As yeah, I had a moment of weakness there. I left you guys. Okay, I left you guys. I couldn't take it. It was too much going on. There was so many interviews. Everybody was talking about me. There was a lot of pressure. There's a lot going on. I mean, this is the SENZO MEYIWA trial. You gotta understand. This is a high-profile case. You know what? Maybe I wasn't well equipped for it at the time, but I'm back now. Okay, I've had time to reflect in prison. I'm ready for the show. I'm ready for the show. I'm ready to become the star of the show, and I'm going to save you, sir. The other advocates have been working this whole time. I don't think they deserve that. I truly don't think they deserve that. But the good news is I'm not part of the advocates who are there who have to have this conversation and and maybe it's gonna be teamwork and maybe there's gonna be some alignment or maybe there's gonna be some panel beating or will alignment. That's on them. We're just gonna be here. We're gonna watch it play out. I'll do videos when I see it. When I see it. Because one thing I don't do, I've never deleted a video. Never. Have I? No. I don't delete videos because a video that I put out is because I'm okay with it being out there on the internet and I'm okay with everything I've said. And Ngomezulu has passed away and I had a certain style that I would commentate whenever I was doing Ngomezulu's videos. But then now I remember yesterday I wanted to say something and I was like, oh, that's too soon. You can't say things like that. Because I also have to be respectful for the fact that, he has a grieving family. And this is a recent passing. I can't just start joking, passing jokes about Ngome Zulu, but I've got some real good ones. I've got some real good ones. But it's too soon. Okay, it's too soon, and it's not the right place. It's not the right time. And those are conversations I have with myself. It's like I can't imagine how, if it is true, I haven't heard Defo himself saying, I'm coming back, and I'm coming back with a bang. And everybody who's already at work, pack your bags. I'm coming. I haven't heard him say it himself. Until he says it, for me, it's hearsay. And as Malloy said, we don't do triple hearsay. Triple hearsay can't be admissible. We can't do triple hearsay. So, advocate, therefore, if you want to sit down with me and have a chat and we ask, and I, ask you questions, the people send in the questions, we have a conversation, just come to the front of the room. I will definitely facilitate. Oh my God, that would be so interesting. I can see that being actually, and I'm just having that thought right now. I could see that being really, really interesting, an interesting session. But I'm not going to have videos based on scoop that I don't have firsthand info on. And I've told you I have scoop. I don't share scoop. Like some things are not for the internet, especially. Oh my goodness, especially. What do I gain out of revealing a strategy for the defense team? What do I gain out of it? Views, likes, and a check on the 21st of every month? This is a real court case. If I reveal something, then the defense knows about it. There was a time I knew some stuff, but I was like, It was so hot. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get so many views and it's going to be trending if I do this. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. And trust and believe it was very hard to wait. Then they said it in court, bada boom, bada bam. I was ready. I was ready to give my commentary on it because now it's public knowledge. I'm sorry if I'm disappointing you guys. You can unsubscribe if I'm not bringing you the gossip scoop. I can't do that. It's not fair. Not fair. Um, yeah, I don't think it's fair. And I think the defense team are at work and they deserve not their privacy, but they deserve the opportunity um, to present what they're bringing to court within the court. As Ramasipili said, I don't do social media. It's not fair that by the time they get to court, that their strategy is already in play on the internet. It's not fair. I'm dropping my mic on that one. Dan says, and I'm going to be here 10 more minutes and then we're done. Dan says, that advocate keeps me guessing. What? What is he saying? City. And Dan says, that advocate keeps me guessing. I'm not sure what he's saying. I'm not sure. City, that Uncle Sevilla. You are now doing Shanawam Dun Dun. He's got to be. Because him Shanawami right now, guys, I can't shake off what Muzi Sibia looked like in court today. He's not okay. He's not okay. He was so timid. Um, he wasn't even confident. His answers were yes. No, I can't shake it off. There's definitely some stuff going on in the background. Yeah. So please keep all the five accused in your prayers as well. This can't be easy. This cannot be easy. But Uncle Sevilla, shout out to you. He did the things, okay? Uncle Sevilla did the things. He carried him through. He carried him through up till where he could. Sammy says, season 2 of Inganegwane loading. It is loading. Let the war begin. Ziakala. Dan, you are killing me. Surely, surely. Omega says, I love the new interface. Hmm? What new interface? I don't know what you're talking about. Huh? Love the new interface and can't wait for the 20th of January. Fireworks on the horizon. City, you know what I think should happen with Tefo? He should be a witness. There we go. There we go. That information, yeah. Come as a witness, put it on the record. Put it on the record. Put it on the record. Remember, that wasn't Gomez's strategy. Just put it on the record, okay? That's it. Valoy will object, but it will be on the record. I move to strike it off the record, my lord. It is triple hearsay evidence. Nisi asked about the practice number. It was Nisi. Thank you, Williams. Thank you, fact checker. So Nisi, you've got to come back to us with the practice number, and you've got to come back to us with those statements. Oh, and is it General Deshabane? No, I can't remember. Masomela? I can't remember. Who is supposed to come or be subpoenaed to come and tell us what exactly happens in the South African police services? Do they have all this leeway in choosing which document they can and cannot read? Nisi's cross-examination is pending based on that info. Okay. So Nisi parked his questions and he's back out of the parking lot. He's going to back up into that courtroom and then he's going to back right out and then he's going to come back again in gear 5. And he's going to be blowing and saying, hello, the clutch is not working. There are no brakes here. We are speeding all the way downhill, Gininda. Okay. I now represent accused number 1, Muzi Sevilla. What is it you said about those statements? You know, I was very passive when it came to Muzi Sevilla's statements before. But surprise, Christmas and New Year's have come and gone. I am he. Okay. I am his liquor representation. I will be coming for you. Gininda, get ready. Okay, Gininda, before you sleep every day, read those statements in and out, in and out. We don't want any adjournments where you say, I don't, I don't know. I've already dealt with that. I'm going to need to read the statement because I need to go back and read Makeleni and then get Gwabini's statement and see what. No, it's not going to work. We've already dealt with that. Okay. This time it will be Nisi saying, we've already dealt with that. We've already dealt with that. We've told you you're not an expert. You're just a police officer, a lead investigating officer, decorated brigadier. But now we're doing round two, sir. I have no mercy for you. Nisi in the building. I cannot wait. Can you tell I can't wait? Can you tell I'm excited for Nisi to come on in? And you know what? I think Nisi came in and took the mic. I mean, that was the hint right there, and we missed it. We missed it. Okay, they went all the way to Chambers and came right back. We still couldn't tell. Nisi's the group leader. Nisi's the group leader, guys. Oh my gosh! TD says it. Membership gifting is an option on the Super Thanks icon. Okay, YouTube, thank you. You are clear, Dan. Yes, yes, yes. We have Alambo says, besides all the shenanigans, Gininda is a tough dude. Okay. Just think of it. Damn, he has courage and he's quite smart. Quite smart. He's fearless. Okay. His only problem, he has misdirected his gift to the disservice of the people. Let me read that one more time and let me see where we can agree. Besides all the shenanigans, Gininda is a tough dude. He's very stubborn, very stubborn. He listens to no one and answers to no one. He runs the cold case unit. Just think of it. Damn, he has courage. He has so much courage. He says anything he wants. Okay? He says anything he wants. And then he makes inferences that make absolute no sense. And then suddenly he's a DNA expert. That still makes no sense. Because he says just because the markers were 4 out of 16, therefore that means they were there. They were there. Because Makeleni and Makimbi said, and who else? The Mlaches? No, not the Mlaches. The girl. Ntabisang and her friend who conveniently works in the prison services. I thought that was too convenient. But anyway, Asikolapo, you know what? They saw people running and they were running all the way to the park. Gininda, do you sit down and read your own stories? Like, authors, when they write books, they send their books to be read before they're published. Like, did you read Yonganegwane? Because, you see, if you have witnesses that say they saw the intruders running, those intruders ran. Can we please have a witness that says they saw accused number 5 parked in the car, sitting with Obongani Danzi? And what did accused number 5 do when the others were running to the park? One had dreadlocks and was carrying a firearm. And it was at night and everybody was asleep. But suddenly there's so many witnesses. So I don't know, were they on the same street with Longwe Twala? Because wow, this street seemed so busy. But when Longwe ran out, there was nobody there. He couldn't get help. He ran out to get help, but everybody was sleeping. And then wait for it. No one in the house saw accused number 4 go in. And then you can't really tell us who paid who. And then your star witness, Zungunaiza, he went to go and get his notes. But then when he went to get his notes, he came back and he couldn't give his notes because it's a risk. It's a security risk. Oh my God. He's fearless. Oh, he surely is fearless. I agree with you. The only problem he has missed, I don't know where else he could direct those gifts. I don't know. But definitely he's fearless. I wouldn't say smart. Nope, because he would have seen the holes in his own story. Titi says, "Oh, my battery is unaliving me. Battery! Charlotte says, that was awesome, Dan. Thank you, Dan. This whole Tefo story gives low budget movie vibes. It's never going to. Oh my goodness. It's never going to happen. We're just going to watch. Okay. We listen. We don't judge. Okay. Titi says, Chamza, that boy is going through the most, especially after losing Babungome Zulu. We are still mourning his passing. Yes, he surely is. What am I seeing? Ayanda, my favorite podcast is live. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for joining. Love you. Hi, Caroline. I love your comments. Casper says, Hi, Mzansi Unfiltered family. Can't wait for MNISI to roast Gininda for the last time and for the accused number 0. You caught me off guard, okay? You caught me off guard. Okay, accused number 0. Accused number 0. Baloy and Mjiako. The those are the problem maker. They're the problem makers. Clever, clever, clever. We're watching. We're watching. Okay. Next comment, John, and we're closing the comment section right here. Okay. John says, "No, brother. Therefore, did not leave when he was arrested from the case." Hmm? Yes, he did leave the case and came before. Okay. I think you're just correcting the order of events. But Devil left. He quit. I remember him standing there telling the judge. I can't remember the sentence that he said. But you know what? We can always do a video and revisit those. Okay. We certainly can. We have time until the 20th of January when they return. Guys, I've had so much fun with you. So I only wanted to do an hour. You guys made me go all the way up to 2016 at 2 hours and 16 minutes. That's how much fun we have when we get together. I love it so much. Thank you so much for joining. This is Mzansi Unfiltered podcast. Okay, your favorite podcast. Are you subscribed? Check to see for yourself if you're subscribed. This has been amazing. Drop a comment if you made it this far and you're part of the replay gang, shout out to you. Drop a 10 in the comment section and I'll be there to say hello. Thanks for watching. Make sure you let me know your reaction. What was it that you enjoyed the most about this live? What did you learn? What did you discover? And most importantly, I absolutely love it when you comment, like, share this video, share this video. Am I going to keep this live? Am I going to keep this live? Or am I going to keep the replay for members only? Hmm. 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 I'll think about it. I'll sleep on it. Okay. Blanche's got a 10. Thank you so much, guys. I love you so much. It's been a great night. I have to go. I knew I missed you guys, but just being here and opening up the mic, I know for sure I missed you. I missed the energy. I missed your comments. I missed seeing your little icon faces in your profiles. I absolutely love it, guys. Thank you so much. Good night. Good night. Good night. Um, I was supposed to read some of the my goodness, which means I gotta do another live. I wanted to read some of the comments that were standing out from today's videos, but I think we covered most of the part. I think we did. I'm going to end it right here. You already know. Thanks for watching all the ads. It keeps the lights on, okay? Keeps the lights on. It's January. It helps me grow. Are we going to hit 100,000 subscribers? Let me know your prediction which month we're going to do it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload. Bye, guys. Love you.